MC Radio Rental, freestyle, improvised rap. Let's go. You know I love you and I would never harm you. I'm like a statue, like I'm carved of marble. And you know I got not one but armfuls. And you know that I can speak so good, I'll charm you. And I can carry all the fruit up in the basket. Until the day that I'm dead, I'm in a casket. And you know that I grow it all, I farm it. And you know that I cut it into pieces, I halve it. And did I mention that my intention? I've got some strange predilections, I'm mental, but it didn't really rhyme. But I will send you to a better place. Did I mention? Look, I will oppose everything that you ever chose. I'll put you in the loam where the dirt grows. And you know that you've found your home down in the ground, under a mound. You've been found, look. But I don't wanna kill, I just wanna sit back, relax, I wanna chill. I just wanna get my fill. I wanna drink the wine, overflow bills. But look, it's okay if it's gonna be strange, cause you're in a manger where you lay and you're famous. But you know that you might be like Hermione Granger, because you turn up the gain so you can hear what I'm saying. It is basic. Everything that I take, I have to change it. And you know that I roll it up and then I blaze it. And if I'm gonna thank you, you know I'm being gracious. I rap too fast, so now I have to rap slow. I got to touch the ground, toes to loam. And you know I'm gonna blow like an explosion at home, or an implosion if we reverse the flow. But look, time, it tries to be linear. And you know I take change to the minimum. And that's gonna be shimmering like a diamond. Every time I find it in the mine, I remind you. And I'm not bothered if you're not tolerant, because I don't even need, I'm not stopping it. I don't need approval, I'm gonna move through every obstacle. So I'm not gonna chomp it all or stop it all. I can devour it like gunpowder. And you know the explosions are louder, because I'm gonna glower when I'm getting angry. And you know that we're not doing hanky-panky, because I don't wanna keep it, I just wanna share it. Whatever load I carry, I know I bear it. And you know that I might have to wear the hair, because otherwise there's no way to claim I'm in a lair. Look, every time we form it, I get a strange feeling. My aorta might shorten when I'm in your orbit. And you know that when I got the wine, I'm gonna pour it. And you know that we are getting into summer war. It's a conflict, so I close the door. I don't wanna get the storm inside my home, so I'm gonna keep the gloaming out. I know, look, we're gonna be devoted. Every time the river is shimmering, we will float it. We will float on the ocean like a Ronin who is roaming over the ocean. But look, we're like Donkey Kong with the barrel. And you know that we have all the chattel and all of the animals that we need, so that we can get sufficient meat. Alright, let's keep going. That was alright. Yeah. Random words, random words, random words. Random words, random words, yeah. It's not that complicated. All these facts are on a need-to-know basis. It's just the way that it is, you can't change it. It'll stay the same even if you blaze it. Look, I got a nice car with a big trunk. And you know I chop up the cherries into chunks. And you know we're gonna be like a monkey eating lunch. And you know that we cut down the tree to a stump. And you know that being here from Berlin to Sydney, and I can feel it between my earth and my kidneys. And you know that we shine and we're shimmering. And you know that we are throwing it and we're flinging. And if we're getting no magic, we're a muggle. And you and me, we wanna get down, we wanna snuggle. And we get together like penguins in a huddle. And you know that I might have to muddle up all the facts, and I cover them like shadow facts in the impact of the Drax. Look, it doesn't make sense, so evacuate, otherwise we'll escape too late. And if I'm in the ocean, then you know I'm gonna swim it. And you know that I grind the millet, because I need the corn, so I abhor it all. Otherwise there's no good bread for me to form. And you know I'm like a cow when I graze. I cuddle the grass hard, I'm like a lathe. And you know I'm gonna blaze every time that I flame it. And you know that I'm traveling arranger, and you know that there's no stopping me. You against me is like comedy. I'm Ptolemy because I'm so wise and my rhymes are so fine, so there's no way that you're dropping me. I'm solid, see? And you know that I will bring all the destruction to this whack function, because you're having no fun standing around looking like you're breathing through your lungs, but just you can't change me. Even with the Navy, you couldn't shame me, nor could you blaze me, because everyone will collapse, and that's facts. And you know that I don't have to be whack. Look, we might underline it, or embolden, or italicize, whatever you need to emphasize it. You know that every word that I'm writing is firing, because there's a variety that I'm inspiring, heat improvising here, and you know that we will measure it by yards or miles. It doesn't matter which way you find, it's metrical or imperial, I can see it all. And you know we will near some kind of apotheosis, an explosion of Gnostic gnosis that I'm blowing. Look, take a freighter, it'll arrive now or maybe later. Whatever the way is, you can't change it, whether you're going down to Berlin or La Brea. But you know that whether we are good or bad, we're all connected, we're all in the hand of the cosmic plan, and there's no way to escape it, so we just gotta remain and hope for the best, I guess. Alright, that was fun. Let's keep going. Alright. Random words, improvised rap. Let's go. Yeah. Is it for really real or a trick? Am I really healthy or am I sick? Is it a tree or is it just a stick? Is it gonna remain or should I flick it? This shit is ridiculous, like Riddick, the chronicles of Riddick that I am inflicting. I'm sickening like Dickens, I'm like Charlie, and I'm living on a business. Look, neighborhood's inflamed and it ain't no good. The neighborhood, I will change it, I should, but will I really remain inflamed? Look, the structure is broken, I will have to get flowing. You know I have to simplify the rhyme, I'm overcomplicating it every damn time. So you know we gotta slow, take it to a halt. Perfectionism is a fault, so we got to tighten all the bolts, otherwise there might be structural faults. And you know that I send it every letter, and I'm no better every envelope I send you. So I hope you get the message, and you know we increase the excitement, trying to bring truth and enlightenment. Every time we rhyme, you know we're firing, and you know that everybody might be admiring, but freestyle takes concentration. There's no way that you can relate, otherwise you've attempted it yourself. You don't know how it stresses your health and it stresses your wealth, but you do it anyway, because some things, well, I guess they'll never change. Did I mention it is for executives? That's where the endless is, because it is perpetual. You've heard it all when you're at the store. Look, we're doing too many internal rhymes. I gotta slow down, order my mind, but you know that at heart I'm just a romantic. Yeah, that is where the man is. And you know that we can't escape, but we can't change the way that we remain. Look, anything less than this is a recession. It's a message, kid, so you gotta prepare for circumstances, otherwise you'll be burned. Look, if it's not light, it's dark, and if you're not safe, then there might be a shark. If you hear a bark, it might be your dog, or it might just be your neighbor in a log. Look, people's brains are unpredictable. It's look. Alright. Reset. Everything is just demand and supply. That's how I would remind. But you know that it's just not fine. I'm scary like R.L. Stein, and you know that the ministry is so into me. That's why they're sending me to Gethsemane. But I guess we need some sesame seeds so that we can increase the enemies. I pay it and then a refund, and you know that was real fun. But you know we can't escape it, can't remake it or break it. Look, I'm hungry so I have a feast. That's where I get all the cheese and the meat. But what kinds of animals had to bleed so that we could eat on this neat pace? It's kinda crazy, maybe we should change it or just be blameless. I'm unfazed, but I'm gonna remake it because I freed the slaves, Hermione Granger, and you know that we gotta increase all the morale, otherwise that we will have to fall. What kind of accent we doing? Yeah, I think I'm just not working on this beat so good. Let's try a different one. Let's try a different one. Alright. Yeah. Yeah. Radio rental freestyle rap. You know I don't wanna harm it, I wanna make it better, I wanna enlarge it. And you know I grow it and I gotta farm it, so I got all the food up inside my larder. And you know there is no stopping me because I take it serious on top of me, because it's a responsibility, because you know I shine and I'm shimmering, and you know that I bring it together, it's like fusion. Or is it really real, is it illusion? Is it truth, or are we really choosing? Are we really free to make this real movement? But you know that I get the salt and pepper, because that's what makes the meal better, because we got to taste it, otherwise we change it, otherwise we might just have to flame it. And you know that we put it all to the test if we can survive the chaos and unrest. And you know that we might have to bite everything that's coming out from my eyes. And you know we got to slide to reduce the friction. And you know we got to get together when we mix it. That's how we get all of the ingredients, where everything is not as it seems. And we'd go backwards to the rear, otherwise we might feel some fear. And you know that we write like Jermaine Greer, and you know that the dress is see-through, it's sheer. And do I have to remind my incisors are so up in your mind? It's kinda grimy, but I'm gonna find a better chime in time. I'm like a bell, cause I'm ringing in your mind. And you know that we take action. We take all the potatoes and we mash it. And you know that we might have to bash it. If we gotta break it, we got to grab it. And you know that we live so large, that's why I got a studio in my garage. And I do it for a hobby. Yeah, I got 2 ferns up in my lobby. And you know what? I got eggs, I scramble them, and I walk slow, I'm ambling, because I am moving at my own pace. And there's no way, it's life, not a race. And you know I got grace, so you know I got to blaze. And you know I got a tie on my face, because you know we got to keep it formal all day, even when I'm relaxing all on Saturday, cause that's the way to behave every time I have a shame. Look, it doesn't really matter, I burn the bush. And you know that pull or push, you know we got to move because of all the forces. And you know that we have the torment, whatever the shape is that we form it. And you know we go so fast we never pause it. But you need the context, otherwise you won't know what's next. And I might have to address the pecs of this T-Rex. And you know that I don't even have to mention that opposing forces are in tension. And you remember it, it's retention. And you know that you don't eat when the Lent is. And you know that we have got 2 hands, so I've got the fingers to demand. And I'm in this with the stand. And you know we're gonna linger with the pants. Look, we force for an ideal, otherwise we won't achieve the real. It's just a dream to me, this lucidity, is it real? Alright, yeah, I think we need to slow it down. Let's try something like this. Alright. Alright. Improvised words. Let's try to use some restraint, slow down. Try to make some sense. I'm a ghost and I'm gaunt, and this house is all haunted. Ever since it was built, formed, it was in some strange disorder. I've been walking the halls, and I've been stalking the doors, and I'm a poltergeist, and I'm not nice. And you know I'm gonna make a shiver like it's ice. And you know that the house was in a blast, and you know the house could never last, because something awful happened here in the past. landed on our ass, and you know I didn't choose it. I'm a ghost, my movement is determined by a host of uses. Cause the afterlife is not nice, that's why I have to remind that I am better than all of the wealth. I am a treasure, and I might have to weather every storm, otherwise I'm not better than y'all. I was my intersection, I won every election. I was great when I was alive, but everything changed after I died. Let me explain, illustrate it. You know, I move on motivation, and you know that I'm angry and I'm not gracious. And you know, I don't complain of my lateness because I'm dead. Yeah, I'm messed in the head, I'm a ghost and I flow when I never rest. Because I never rest, I climbed Everest when I was alive, but now I'm just ever dead. I was an explorer, motherfucker, I was great, I was Dora. I'm the ghost of Dora the Explorer, and you know that I won't accept less, I want more, so that's why I haunt this place with my face. There's no way to escape the gaze of that I slay with. And I don't play, kid, because I'm angry and I'm gonna change this. You're a peanut and it seems like not good, but I'm gonna do it anyway, because I'm gonna change this whole place. I remake it cause I'm in a rage. You could read your own horoscope. You'd read it, then you'd say, oh no, because you know the door is coming for you. I'm gonna storm the door and your aorta, I'm gonna bleed you. You never believe the grievous needs that I might reach, and it's kind of extreme, but that's what I dream. I'm Dora the Explorer and I see my reflection. I won the election, and you know that the stats are crazy, so I'm gonna change them. Whether north or south, I'm gonna blaze them. You can't get away from Dora, I got a compass. And you know that I know where the hump is. That's the hill what the house is on. And you know that it is in Lebanon. And you know I can see you through the window. And I'll leave your wife as a widow, cause you know I'm gonna capture you. And you know that there's no kind of glue that can stick a ghost to. I'm not adhesive. I'm gonna leave you bleeding with the lesions, because I'm grievous, I'm an evil ghost. There's no way, because I can fucking float. And I will commemorate every day, the end of day. I will innovate to innovate your nerves. And I'm gonna leave you in a hearse, because you're in a bay, and I'm gonna flame it. You feel shame because I'm ancient, I'm Dora the Explorer, I'm coming for you, gonna storm your aorta and leave you in a porter. See, that was alright. Evil Dora the Explorer ghost rap. Nice. Let's do the next one. Actually, this one was fun last time. Alright. I just had a thought. Am I death? Am I mort? Am I really as important as I thought? Is it really worth what I fought for? Is it worth the war or the peace? Is the truth beyond belief? Is it right that we make a treaty to retreat? Is everything really as it seems? Did I have the correct intentions? Did I say it right, everything that I mentioned? Is my memory correct? My retention is beyond belief. Every sentence that I remember, I will send you to another place, otherwise I will end you. And you know that we might be left handicapped, and then we might have a tire flat, because there's consequences to everything we choose. Every time someone wins, someone loses, and you know that I will ablude like I came through a chute, and when I sneeze I might say achoo. I might have gone off topic, I had a point but then I lost it. I had a treasure, then I dropped it. I had the protein and a sausage, but look, we will straighten up and we will roll it and we will blaze it up, and I will change the chunks every time I need it. I know my rhymes are beyond belief, kid, but you know it doesn't matter summer or spring. It doesn't matter whether autumn or winter. We are gonna be a sprinter, we're gonna move fast and you will not hinder, because I run fast. You know I'm like the Flash, and you know that I'm gonna make you angry. hungry, you're gnashing your teeth, it's beyond belief. But my incisors rhyme with your retreat, and you know my hospitality is grabbing the antlers of Sean Hannity or Romanity. I'm grabbing thee for the meat, you know I got to eat you the protein, see, but it doesn't matter because we're so brave. Every enemy is gonna be slain. We roll it up and then we're gonna blaze, and you know everybody is rolled into the flame. And I don't mean to be mean or to frighten, I just wanna spit truth and enlighten, cause you know it is all improvised. I don't write this, I might have to shine, it's kinda swimmingly into me, that's just my responsibility. But we might seem like we're sheep on the meadow, and you know that I will never slow. Look, it is unanimous, we agree, eat the cabbages, every vegetable, you know I'm grabbing it, you know that I'm chopping it up with the radishes, and every time we are Zoroastrian, we're grabbing them for the habit. It's just like a rabbit when we are breeding. As long as I live, I am breathing, and you know that if it's transparent, it's clear. And you know that we're there, we're here, and you know that I don't feel any fear. And you know that I might have to beer it up because we're living at the bar. And you know we're chopping it, selling shards. And you know we're carrying it in our arms. And you know that I'm selling psalms. Alright, let's do this one. Yo. The rap, I never end it, I only lengthen every sentence. You could say I don't shorten, but I lengthen it, I extend it when every sentence. And you know that you and me were in me, and that's because I have got two kidneys. And you know that we shine and we are shimmering, and you know that we jump cause we're springing. And you know that I might have to meddle, I might have to remake it into metal. And you know that atoms are all of carbon, and you know that I might have to chop them up, halve them, and I might have to harm them, all of the physics. You know I flow like Chronicles Riddick. And you know I just realized we're unlisted, maybe we should go public. We're gonna change it live, the visibility is shimmering in good time. And now it's live, we're live, so everyone hears the rhymes. And you know I'm like Seamus, I lost it, misplaced it. I don't know when it happened in the ages, but you know that I'm gracious every time I change it, because I won't stay in place, won't remain, kid. We're causing a crisis, and you know I don't even like this, but you know that we are still firing. If I forget, you might have to remind me. And did I even mention I've got the incentives so that I can find I'm inventive? Every time I need something, I invent it. Like if I need a rhyme, I say appendage. Look, I don't want to cause the botherment, but you know I got a pretty good hypothesis. What if we took all the world's sausages, took them up the Eiffel Tower and we're dropping them? What would happen to all of that bratwurst? It'd hit the ground, I don't know what's worse, whether everything lands in your purse or if it just splats onto the earth. Yeah, that's what happens when you drop the hot dogs. Everything gets splattered from what was into what was not. That's what's left every time it's a boss hog down to the edge of the earth. And now it's hurtling. All the sausages are turning in the air, and all the air resistance, the friction is ridiculous. And you know, insisting on physical laws, I've heard it all. Storm the door. Alright. Let's try this one again. Yeah. Yeah. Is it really real? Is it a symptom? Is it a rap or are we singing? I don't even know how to sling them. I broke my arm and I am flinging everything away cause I am shimmering. You and me together we got affinity, and you know that is what you mean to be. Are you a friend or are you an enemy, or an anemone down in the sea? I can't even believe what I dream, But either way, we'll have to bleed. If we get wounds that's grievous, we have to leave. And you know that I will never lose them. That's my introduction and conclusion. Because you know decisions we are choosing. And you know we're finding what the room is. And if you got the toothpaste, you take off the cap. And if you close the door, you leave the latch. And you know we're gonna match like a match, a fire. You know we get together, we will light it. And you know that we read it like a monk. We chop up the chapter into chunks. And you know that we're carrying a lunk or a chunk or a hunk. Look, I dunk. And you know that we're funky, we're like a simian living, we're like a monkey. And you know that we're marching on parade. I could do this all night, then all day. And you know that I'm grabbing at the habitat. I catch the cricket ball and say, how was that? And you know, I get the money granted, then I hand it back, I unhand it. But you know, it's okay, we stumble. We get all prideful, then we're humble. And you know, we try to catch it, then we fumble. But you know that I could kick it a punt. All this autonomy is not stopping me. I'm dropping leaves like a logger in the Ptolemy, in the Ptolemaic ages. I can't change this. I roll it up and then I blaze it. And you know that we get all the excitement. You know I gotta chew it, so I gotta bite it. And you know that I'm like a ghost, I might frighten, because I'm as scary as R.L. Stein. And you know we're suffering. It's rougher than the roughage, and it's a stoppage, but it's okay because we're gonna be frank, like we was John or Hank. But you know that the medicine is how you get the betterment, and you know the messages, you know I'm sending them, and so we're at the sediment or the cemetery, and you know the dark is getting scary, and you know that we try to stick hard to the beat, and that's why we've always clap our hands and our feet, and you know we will achieve whatever we're dreaming, otherwise it is not as it seems. And I have to pick it like I'm playing guitar and I'm at a village, and you know that I've got to pillage it, cause I shine and shimmering and I'm living like a villain, and it's crazy. I just have to transform it. You know I break the bricks and all the mortar because I get the chaos and I break it for the order. And you know that like a sheep I'm shorn, yeah. Alright, we'll wrap it up there. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.